And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in Americus, Georgia, the Susan K. Smith Tennis Complex for this afternoon's number one singles match. Serving for the Hurricanes, over on the far end of the court, is Stephen Blythe. First point. Doesn't even draw a return. Blythe is up 15-love. Number one singles. His opponent today is from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. ABAC is how I will refer to them from now till the end of the match. Johan Nguyen, his opponent. Sure, glad you could join us this afternoon. Just underway in our singles match. I know you'll see a different title down below. We'll switch that over to read Stephen's name as we process this one for on-demand viewing. You can come back and watch this match whenever you like. Double fault from Blythe. When these two teams met earlier this season back in Tifton, Georgia, the home for ABAC, not too far away from Americus. Less than 2 hours. That volley as Blythe comes to the net. Misses. Stephen played an Nguyen player, but it was Elvin Nguyen. Now today it's Johan. Johan played number 2 singles that day. Bumped up to take the number 1 slot here this afternoon. Blythe with the overhead put away, and in fact does so right back at the camera. And see Stephen Holt serve. So we had good fortunes at the number 3 spot in doubles competition today, where Joel Landis and Jonathan Martin won 8-2 in their match again at number 3 doubles. So we'll see if we can make it a 2-for-2 kind of day. This technically considered an exhibition match this afternoon. It won't affect the Hurricanes' overall record this season, but nonetheless still one you can see both sides taken very seriously. Good competitive action here today. as the competition level remains strong. And that one into the net, so Blythe with the point. The Hurricane men are 4-14 overall this season. 0-9 in the extremely competitive Peach Belt Conference, so 4-5 in matches that have not involved Peach Belt Conference schools. Good crossing. Pass on that shot. Stephen, a 6'3" junior. That one out wide. A 6'3" junior from Maidstone, England. So hopefully this afternoon we're giving friends and family an opportunity to watch Stephen in collegiate competition here in the States. Thank you for tuning in. So Nguyen holds serve. This match all square, a game apiece early on here. Number 1 singles. Blythe to serve. Love 15. Love 30. So 3 break points for Nguyen. So our first break of the match goes to ABAC. So they'll switch sides. Blythe now down a break, trailing 2-1 in the first set. Stephen has a 3-14 record overall at number 1 singles. Actually 3-13 at number 1. He did play 1 match at number 2 singles and suffered a loss there, so 3-14 overall. Again, however, you take out the conference play, and he's 3-5 non-conference. Now Blythe and Oliver Marshall, his doubles partner, have had some success at number 1. 7 and 12 overall. So 7 wins on the doubles side. Six and 11 in the number 1 position, 1 and 1 when they've played number 2 single or 2 doubles rather. That's 7 and 12 overall. So first point goes to Stephen. Love 15. That one catches the tape and will bounce in favor of GSW. So Stephen with the first couple points of this game, trying to get that break back, get this match back on serve. $15:30. That one is a little out wide. Right down the middle. And so Blythe with a couple of break point opportunities here. 15-40 the score in this service game. And the slice backhand hits the net. And so a break of serve, and we're back on serve in the match. Blythe to serve. All square at 2. First set of action here in number 1 singles. Again, these teams met on March 22nd in Tifton. ABAC won the overall dual match by the score of 8-1. The lone victory for the Hurricanes came at number 3 doubles. Ooh, good angle on that volley. He tracks it down, comes back. Wow, what an excellent point. That was a highlight reel exchange right there. Excellent angle and touch for both guys. And credit Nguyen, Johan Nguyen, the opponent today, tracking down several potential winners from Blythe at the net. Again, when these two teams met back on March 22nd, it was Elvin Nguyen who played Blythe and defeated the Hurricane 6-1, 6-1. Johan played Alex Canovas, the number two singles, and defeated the GSW player 6-2, 6-2. This match currently all square at 2 games apiece here in the first set. So Nguyen gets the break of serve right back to take the early advantage again in this one. Aback serving 3-2 here in the first set. They were waiting to get a ball back. Second serve coming. That one will miss wide. So giving Nguyen credit. Key points in this match, he's made Stephen hit one or two or more extra balls. He'll hold serve, it's 4-2. Blythe the serve, trailing rather. Serving 2-4, there you go. He's making Stephen hit just a couple of extra balls to extend rallies. Good shots by Blythe, and they're being tracked down by Nguyen. Love 15. And he's unable to get the drop shot back over the net. So good, favorable play for Blythe, and the game score evened up now at 15 all. Temperatures hovering right around 80 degrees today. Winds earlier coming out of I believe it was the northeast, 7 miles an hour. Not particularly breezy day at all, especially when you compare it to what we've had. Yeah, 7 miles an hour out of the northeast. Cloudy skies, which is hopefully giving you a good shot of today's action. This one will stay wide, and the game will even back up at 30-30. I believe that'll be a let, so another serve coming for Stephen. Game score 30-30 all. 40-30. Good volley. He's going to get to it, though, and hit an excellent shot. How about that? Yeah, I got that one on film, Stephen. Look at that. Game point for Blythe. Excellent shot between the legs. A tap of the racket to that one. Hats off. We'll put that on the highlight reel. So the men will switch sides. Both guys holding serve this time. ABAC when we return. Nguyen from ABAC will serve here in the near court with a 4-3 advantage. Up a break in the first set. But again, the shot before that was actually an excellent low volley from Steven as well, but he had to make a second shot, a second great shot to win the point. And that's what the kind of the story here in the early going. Love, second serve. That one will miss. It's 15-all. Good low slice. That one's going to miss wide. Good long exchange here. That one stays in. Just mixing up the pace. That one will catch the line and into the net. So a long point. And finally, GSW takes it off a miss hit. Again, plenty of strategy being executed on that point, mixing up the pace, mixing in the slice and the top spin. And Nguyen does hit a very good low slice. It just clears the tape. But Blythe has worked this game back to deuce. He is down a break, trailing 4-3 in the first set. Let's see what he can do here with the second serve at deuce. Goes for it, but sails it long. Advantage to Nguyen and Abak. Good first serve, and all Blythe can do is flick his racket at it. It doesn't get enough behind it to get over the net, and so Nguyen will hold serve, giving Abak a 5-3 advantage here in the first set. Number one singles. Georgia Southwestern to serve, and Stephen Blythe on the far end of the court. Love 15. Oh, good touch. He runs it down with angle. Wow. Man, Stevens had to... Again, it's never one good shot. That's enough. That point seemed to be in his grasp and snatched away the speed and yet the ability to place it in just the right spot with such good angle. That running attempted curl a forehand down the line misses, so Blythe still is alive in the game and the set. That one stays in. And the forehand into the net. So that'll do it for the first set here at number 1 singles. (6-3). The set goes to Johan Nguyen from Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, ABAC, as we've been referencing throughout the match. Blythe down to set. We'll come back. We'll step away from the mic for just a moment. We'll be back on the air. The video won't stop, but we'll just step away and mute the audio for a moment until the second set begins. So Blythe has to match Nguyen drop shot for drop shot, and as been the case this match, Nguyen chases it down, and it takes a second excellent shot from Blythe to win the point. Here's we're opening up the second set. That one's a good passing shot. So a couple points now in a row for Steven. Hold of serve for Nguyen, Johan Nguyen from ABAC to open the second set. Blythe off to grab a bottle of water out of the cooler just behind the fence, out the gate there. And we'll return to action. It'll be Stephen Blythe with his first service game of the second set. Dropped the first set 6-3. And trailing 1-0 in the second, but we are on serve. A couple points in a row for Blythe. Good. And so Stephen Blythe will hold serve in his first game of the service game of the second set. We're even at a game apiece. Love 15. That one clipped the tape, so we'll take another first serve. Nope, love 30. Final home match of 2017. Hurricanes with one more match left on the schedule before they'll call it a call it a year. At Augusta, Peach Belt Conference match. Oh, missed it. And now it's 3 break points for GSW. The Augusta match actually a rescheduled match due to rain earlier in the season. Otherwise, this was slated to be the final match of the season. So Nguyen has to fight off 3 break points. And that one just misses. So good work and good hustle by Blythe, obviously trying to end it right there. Not let this thing creep any closer in the game. 15-40. And a nice winner off the serve from Blythe. He gets the break of serve. And back-to-back game victories. Puts GSW and number 1 singles player Stephen Blythe out in front. 2-1 here in the second set.
Got a couple of good matches today.
Yep.
This one's close.
Yep.
First set, 4, 6-4.
3.
3.
Mm-hmm. He did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I just had a word there with the head coach of the GSW tennis programs, Brennan Sewell. Checking in, said you've been able to film a couple of good matches today, and in fact we have. So Blythe the serve. He's up 2-1 in the second set. Love 15. Go to a second serve. Drop shot doesn't clear the net. Love 30. Good volley there. Gets to it. That one dumped into the net. Again, he had to make him hit a couple extra shots, but the point goes to Blythe at the end. First point of the game, 15-30 the score now. And it figures they would be mowing the grass right next to us. Right during our broadcast. I don't know if you can hear the buzzing of the engine here. It's only going to be getting closer as they're coming closer to our filming location. 1540. If you haven't been to the Susan K. Smith Tennis Complex, the tennis courts here, of course we're on court number 1. There's 5 courts here in this row, running from left to right. Second serve coming. Then there's 3 courts in the back, but not starting at court in the back of court number 3. So 3, 4, and 5 have 6, 7, and 8 right behind them. Good hustle. Another between the legs shot. He'll pluck that one out of the air. What a point. What a point. 30-40. Directly to the left of court 1 is some grass. A couple of trees. Fairly young trees planted between the courts. I'd say there's probably about 15 yards or so. No more than 20 yards, I would think. Rolls that one over the net, and there it is. A couple of good points from Stephen Blythe, and he has worked this game back to deuce, fighting off a couple of break points. And from there, you move right into the seating bowl at the baseball field. And the seats are basically built into a berm that wraps around from dugout to dugout. So when there's baseball games here at the same time, the music will be picked up quite loud. And right behind me, talk about that in a moment. Another break point. Advantage, A-back. Right directly behind me from where I'm standing with the camera, a smaller degree of a hill. About 5 yards behind me is a public road that runs parallel right here to the courts. Goes back to that angle. Now he's got the... Oh no, misses the overhead. So a break of serve back. We're back on serve, 2-all in the second set. As A-back's #1 player today, Johan Nguyen, gets the break right back. from Blythe to put this second set back on serve. Love 15. Their drop shot. And enough time for Nguyen to angle that one right where he wanted to put it. 15-all. Zeroing in on that one as he had time. Ball stayed up high. Couldn't get that one to hit and roll over the net. 30-15. Good serve. Right towards the camera. 40-15. This angle for angle. Blythe gets to it. Too much open court. He did all he could to keep that point alive, but Aback holds serve. On serve in the second set. Players will change ends. When play resumes, Stephen Blythe will be serving on the far end of the court. Trailing 3-2 here in the second set. He dropped the first 6-3. Don't forget, fans, that despite the end of the season, you still have the opportunity to keep in touch with the Hurricanes all year long. Follow us and bookmark our website, gswcanes.com, gswcanes.com. And you can also follow us on various social media platforms. If you are a Facebook or Instagram user, then you will want to look us up by GSW Hurricanes. GSW Hurricanes for Facebook, Instagram users. In fact, the GSW tennis team, the men and the women, have a combined Facebook team page. It's GSW Tennis, so that's easy enough. GSW Tennis. The Facebook page for Hurricane Tennis. That one is in. If you are a Twitter or a YouTube user, and obviously watching today, you found us on YouTube. Then you know it's GSW Athletics. That's our identification on double fault 15-0. That's our identification on Twitter and YouTube, GSW Athletics. One last time, Facebook, Instagram, excuse me, GSW Hurricanes, Twitter, YouTube, GSW Athletics. $15.30. We started going live this season for the first time at some of our outdoor venues, working out some of the logistical nightmares, or details that have come with trying to do this wirelessly without having a hard line to plug into, and which would make that much more possible, whether on-screen graphics or replays of some sort. But we are limited to a wireless connection at this point, straight from the camera to the skies and to your device. But it's a start, and we're there, and we're doing that this year for the first time. That one in. And we hope to expand our broadcast schedule next year. I think we have every intention of covering more of the Hurricanes and Lady Hurricanes tennis matches. We'll be announcing that again before the start of next season, but I would anticipate several more broadcasts of Georgia Southwestern tennis in the 2018 season. Double fault. Up goes the racket. Good catch by Blythe as he double faults that one away, and a break of serve. So he had a little momentum going, was up a break, but now has dropped a couple games in a row. And Nguyen from ABAC that holds a 4-2 advantage. Serving up a break here in the second set after winning the first. 15 love. Love 30. Oh, excuse me, my mistake. 30 love. 30 love. So this year we were primarily able to offer a couple of matches involving players from outside the United States, their hometown. Outside of our borders, and this year coming to you both with European connections. The exception of our doubles match that we broadcast to you earlier was the one chance for our senior and our lone senior on the men's side to get his match on the air. But even on the ladies' side, a similar approach to that. We had a couple of ladies from outside the United States, or call home outside of the U.S., Spain. Actually, it was where both ladies reside. And so we were able to bring their matches to their family. Opportunity to catch action they otherwise would never have seen. And so things are starting to slip away from GSW in this one. Stephen Blythe have to kind of bring it back in if he can. He's got a long road ahead of him to make a comeback here in the second set. Now trailing 5-2. Looks like we're number 2 singles is in the books for the men. As the number 6 players position have taken to court number 2. So Stephen Blythe serving for GSW, trailing 5-2 in the second set. Gets the first point, 15-love. Dropped the first set 6-3. Good. Took Nguyen way out wide. The lefty, Stephen Blythe, took him way out past the doubles lines and left himself a wide open court. Still had to put a little bit of pace and keep it low because Nguyen still almost was able to track that one down coming back. So he covers some ground quickly, and usually when he gets to the ball, he's able to still put it in a good spot on the court. So hard-earned point on that one. Some double fault by Stephen. Hits the tape and bounces long. I believe we are looking at 30-40 if I'm not mistaken. If that is the case, it'll be a match point. Apparently not. My apologies. Get the score off on that one. So this appears to be add out. Advantage for ABAC and a match point. That one will miss wide. See if Blythe can extend the match. Goes up and gets that one with the backhand. Clips the tape. And we will go to deuce. So Blythe will take a second serve. That one's going to be a short ball. He gets to the smash though. This one's a little deeper. And the overhead goes sails long. Just by giving himself a chance, Blythe is able to fight off a couple of overhead opportunities from Nguyen. And it'll be advantage Georgia Southwestern. Another serve out wide. Excellent serve and volley. Saw a couple of them on that side where Blythe could kick them out way wide. Out even outside the doubles alley. And following it up, excellent serve and volley. Just don't see that much, as much, or much of all at all anymore. And it was executed perfectly. So Nguyen for ABAC will serve for the match. It's 5-3. He's out in front after taking the first set 6-3. And now here comes 15 love point. A little deep. A 30 love. Drop shot there, not enough angle, but now he's gonna kind of reach for that. No pace on the smash, unfortunately, because of the placement. Another good point for these two gentlemen. And after all that, it'll have to be a let. It was an exciting point. But we'll do it all over again. Missed hit. And this should be match point. Match point at number 1 singles. It'll take a second serve to get it done though. Drop shot misses. And Blythe is able to stay alive. Another match point. He shook off one. He's going to miss on that one. Pushed it out wide. Another long, lengthy exchange, but that will be it for the match. That's your final at number 1 singles. ABAC number 1 player today. Johan Nguyen defeats Stephen Blythe. Final scores 6-3, 6-3. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon and taking in some Georgia Southwestern State University men's tennis. That'll do it for 2017. Season wraps up on the road at Augusta. I hope you have a terrific summer. Again, remind family and friends that they can come back and watch the replay of this match on demand on our YouTube station. But you saw it here live today. Thanks for tuning in once again. Have a great summer. And we look forward to seeing you back here on our YouTube channel in 2018. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University Tennis on our YouTube channel, part of Surge's Sports Network.